Peace Collective, and welcome aboard Starseed. This is Starship 611, and I am Goddess J, your tour guide through the cosmos of consciousness. Together, we'll explore divine downloads, soul awakenings, and the truth of what the universe needs you to know right now. Buckle up, Buttercup, and let's ascend. Alright. We're about to ruffle some feathers with this reading because we're about to dig in deep about what's going on spiritually, karmically, on the 3D sense with this snap cut off. Oh, Lord. A lot of people are losing their shit right now. And this is a real issue. Like, this is Mayday. Mayday. Ship's going down. 911. Because a lot of people have forgotten who we are, who you are, who you've come from. Since when has, anybody outside of God been your provider? If you've had a system that has allowed you to eat or nourish yourself at a low cost, and that system decides to rip that help away from you, do you completely forget that system was able to give you that nourishment because of God? Because of the provider, the number one provider, the Alpha, the Omega, the Almighty? We're going to get into it, but I'll tell you right now, this message ain't going to resonate with everybody out there now. We're going to ruffle some feathers today because it's in my spirit to do so. I am feeling a consensus of despair, of sadness, of grief, of loss, of confusion, right? Like, why is this happening? Like, how am I supposed to eat? And guys, it's legitimate. It is legitimate. No one is judging here. This is a judge-free zone. In fact, I too was on public assistance. And my journey with public assistance was a very long one. But I was literally forced off of it. Literally. Spirit spoke to me before I was forced off of it and warned me that if I did not come off of the system, that I would be taken off. And that's exactly what happened during the pandemic. I lost my assistance because they had that stupid document shit, and my worker never got the documents. And you already know, no documents, no case closed. And to reopen my case was HE double hockey sticks. I couldn't do it. Still to this day. I'm still trying. And I still get denied, right? Because Spirit already said, stop leaning on that system. See, I asked for truth. I asked for clarity one day. I asked to be shown why exactly I was feeling the way that I was feeling. Around people that I know, people that I don't know, around governments, around everything that surrounded me. It made me feel off. It made me feel weird. Marriages, friends, family, schools, nothing ever felt right. Okay? And I got real with my God. And I said I wanted to be shown. And he showed me. He showed me. But when he showed me, he clearly told me there's no going back. Because once you wake up, there is no going back. All right, so he tried to remove that crutch by being nice, and I didn't listen, and the crutch was removed. And collective, this is what is happening to everyone on a, well, right now on a national scale, but it will be happening globally. God does not want us on that system. It is a beast system. A lot of people out there, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What do you mean, what are you going to do? You're going to trust God. And yeah, that's a bit scary, because to trust the unseen is what we've been trained not to do. It's evil. It's crazy. What are you doing? It's, it doesn't follow the herd. I've never been one to follow the herd. That's why I've always been the black sheep. And I've never been one to be pessimistic. And in this situation, I'm not going to start now. So I decided, how do I best help my collective? Well, I'm going to do a tarot read. And at the end of this, I'm going to give you guys some helpful spiritual tips, as well as some helpful physical, material tips that will help us during this snap cutoff season, if it even occurs, right? We still have what, a day, two? I don't know how many days. It's a countdown happening. I suggest everyone prepare, both spiritually and physically, guys. And so this is what this reading is about. It's about uncovering why we're here and what to do. How do we handle it, right? Because these are situations, there are some people who just don't have a way. Or they feel that they don't have a way. And I'm here, I'm finna show you you do. I'm finna show you you do. I am finna show you you do. What do? You plant seeds. You plant seeds literally. Literally, you go out there, you get yourself some onion, you get yourself some pepper. You don't even need to go out. You have it in your house already. Replant, regrow. Seeds well planted. Temporary pause in action. But it is unnecessary worry. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. All right, first question as we navigate through this loss, awakening, showing resilience and understanding in divine direction. The current energy, spirit, the situation. Why the fuck are we here, card? What's really happening beneath the surface of the snap cutoff? The energetic or karmic truth of this moment, please. And thank you. I thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, for being here. Thank you for guiding us and letting us know what we really need to know in these right now hours. We got the High Priestess. Ooh. It is a test of endurance. Whoa, it is a test of connection. Straight like that. It is a test of your ability to listen to your intuition. Have patience and consider carefully what you want before acting. All this riot and looting and I'm burning it down. Guys, get off the system. I'm telling you, I'm ruffling some feathers today. I ain't holding back. They're asking you to step into your power, collective. You are a high priestess. Why are you diminishing yourself for people that don't care for you? They built a system to clip your wings. To clip your wings, I just heard. You gonna go fight with a system that done clipped your wings. To what? Mend them? Please put my wings back. when your provision is God. And let's see what the High Priestess says here. You drew this card because the answers you seek in your feeling lie in your feelings and emotions. Trust your intuition and the power of your natural psychic abilities. Also pay attention to your dreams and any intuitive messages you receive as they are accurately guiding you. Sorry, guys. You know, and I'm also guided to tell you that during this read, right? That's why I have the incense lit, I have my Palo Santo. You know, we're tapping into something, it's ancient, right? This energy is not from the 1960s. This is ancient. It's been trying to clip our wings, and it found a way to siphon our energy. It found a way. It always does. But we came to break it in this lifetime, Ashe. Blessings. We came to break it in this lifetime. So I will be, you know, my throat chakra will be hit or whatever it is. But we've already called in our divine protection. I always do, Spirit. I ask you to keep only the spirits of light and love, unconditional love, present in this reading. Those ancestors closest to the sun. All others, you must leave. We ask for the spirit of discernment. We ask for the spirit of love, protection, abundance, prosperity, truth, and enlightenment. And we ask all hexes, curses, evil eye, anything trying to disturb us, interrupt us, or stop us in any way from completing your divine mission, we ask you to keep it away. In your name I pray, so mote it be, and so it is. All right now. There's no need to race into action right now. However, instead take time to gain more insight, since things may not be as they appear on the surface. Withdraw from the noise of daily life and ask for guidance from your angels and guides. Everything you need to know will be revealed to you in time. Just have patience. Silence is golden is an additional meaning. Study spiritual topics. That is such a helpful key right there. Keep your dreams and desires to yourself and learn from emotional situations. So you're doing shadow work, right? You're being tested, collective. We are all being tested. To what? To rise, to stand in your power, to break away from codependency and narcissistic people, entities, institutions that want to keep you away from your power. This fly is about to get swatted. Okay. Archangel Haniel is a goddess-like angel of grace and feminine spirituality, such as intuition and clairvoyance. Like a true high priestess, Haniel will act as your spiritual teacher and advisor to aid you in discerning which feelings and ideas to follow as trustworthy guidance. Call upon Haniel to increase your clarity in connecting with the angels. Listen, we've been brokenhearted, okay? We have been experiencing great sadness for a long time. We've been betrayed, deceived, all types of things with this Three of Swords. And this is not just in our personal lives, right? This is everything that we have been taught, okay? There goes the end of that, though. There goes the end of it. And the end of it comes by you closing this difficult situation, by you leaving the situation, not by fighting to stay in the situation, which is basically what you're doing when you are, you know, when we're seeking to loot and cause riots and stuff. You want to force your abusers is really what it's happening. I'm trying to wake somebody up. You're literally trying to force your abuser to treat you right. It's like a marriage. Marriage. The husband's beating you up day in and day out. And the wife is sitting there, please treat me right. Please treat me right. Get up and leave. Find a way. Fortune favors the bold. What does that mean? Take the leap of faith and God will carry you. He will favor you because you were bold. You were courageous to think about yourself. To the Lover's card, unconditional love. For who? Self first. Right? We've been here. High Priestess in the reverse. We've been told lies about our stability, about our royalty, our connection to earth. We have been lied to. And God is ripping that mask away. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. To know you've been betrayed, to know that you've been backstabbed, to know that it's been happening all this time, and to know that you have to pull away from the only thing that you've ever known to be real, it hurts. But this is mental energy. It is swords. You beat that with the High Priestess. You beat that by asking, excuse me, for information, asking for guidance, doing the research. The High Priestess, she tests. She tests. Look at her book. She tests you. But in order for you to dispel the fear, in order for you to be able to move into this peaceful, calm energy, you must cut things off, my love. It must be cut off. Objective decision making, clearing away of all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. All right, well, God wants you to laugh at the situation. You know, I ain't telling you to laugh, but that's what they said. They said, see the humor in it. Because, oh, Lord Jesus, I got a little excited because they want to bless you. That's where the humor is. The humor is that these institutions, they want to take it all away from you. They want you to feel like you have nothing and nowhere to eat, and you need to depend on them. And in order for you to be able to survive in this world, you must depend on them. But gosh, that is not true. Do the work. It is not true. And God wants to give you a new beginning. God wants to give you a new beginning, collective. I'm trying to get my pumpkin back. All right, so let's move on to the next question. That was a long spiel, Spirit. The hidden influence, the challenge. I'm trying to make this reading not too long, but we do have 5 questions. What unseen forces, intentions, or lessons are shaping this event politically, spiritually, and cosmically? What unseen forces, intentions, or lessons are shaping this event politically, spiritually, and cosmically? Ooh. So it's a lesson, guys. It's a lesson, and I'm telling you, okay, it looks like the government is doing it to you because the government has been used or has been using you to siphon your energy. To siphon your energy. They've been literally making themselves God in your world. Sorry, we'll say the institutions. All right. 5 of Pentacles here. It's a lesson. You've never been abandoned. You've never been broke. But you do need to wake up. You do need to rise. Right? I'm getting almost the energy of Stockholm Syndrome. And I've been seeing this for a really long time. The 5 of Pentacles The Five of Pentacles is not as much as, yes, it could be materially, right? But the material world, guys, everything that we need that is necessary is provided by the earth and God. Money is an energy. It is a currency. But this feeling of being broke, it's been instilled in you. Because you're not that. You could never be. You are an extension of God's source energy. I just rhyme like Dr. Seuss. I got bars too. Okay, so what they're helping you with is to remove those fears. It's to remove that limiting belief. Because how can you ever be broke when your source is God? Is God broke? And this is what we've forgotten. We've depended a lot on situations that were fleeting in our life. Situations that were never meant to stay or commit to us or nor us to them. A sudden event that needs immediate action. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. What does the Five of Pentacles say? It says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Self-employment. Those are big, big, big words, right? Because what's happening during this time is that, yes, what looks like our material is being ripped away from us. Foundations are crumbling in the government. They are false. The same falsities that they've been teaching you, especially surrounding money. Okay? So the Five of Pentacles. This system has to fall. It's a tower. Okay? And if you notice, this card has a tower in it. It must fall. Let's see what the Five of Earth says. You're too focused upon what you don't have. A mentality of lack is creating a lack reality through the law of attraction. Help is close by, but your pessimism is preventing you from recognizing it. I cannot make this up. It is time to reassess your thoughts, the words you use, and your beliefs about money. Stop complaining and accept any assistance that's offered. What's the assistance that's being offered? Because a lot of you are probably like, oh, there is no assistance. They're taking it away. No, they're not. Your assistance is coming from a higher source. Tap into it. Because this is a mentality. This is a state of mind. This is something that you've been taught. It is not truth. Fortunately, matters are going to improve. And your unpleasant feelings are only temporary. In the meantime, it's important that you care for your physical and emotional health. Additional meanings of this card. Uncertain self-employment, financial downturns, and unsuccessful legal battles. Ooh, we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Unsuccessful legal battles, right? In these institutions, they can't come up with an agreement. They can't come up with how to help the how to help the collective, how to help the peoples. This is all by design, guys. This is all by design. Why? Because we were meant to close this out again. Spirit is no joke, okay? He's telling you again. We were meant to close this out. We were being betrayed anyway. These people were never going to commit to us. They're committed to betray us. What we're really getting is this. It's a new earth. And I just saw that. Ace of Earth. It's a new earth. Uncertain self-employment. Guys, this is where it is moving towards. Communities coming together. Friends, neighbors, family, real unconditional love. What we used to be before. Now this is looking like a teepee to me. Back in the day, right? When we had tribes. Huts and shit. And we lived connected to the earth. We've lost that. But we're being taught, whether we want to or not. Stop giving the government all the credit, all right? They cannot give or take away from you. The only one that can is God. So stop giving them that power to make them think that they can take from you. You're a God. The human experience, the impact, how this is affecting the collective emotionally and materially, where the deepest fear, scarcity, or awakening are surfacing. How is this affecting the collective emotionally and materially? Where is the deepest fears of scarcity or awakenings are surfacing? Where are the deepest fears surfacing? Ooh, wow. Ego. Straight up like that. Straight into my face. See, God ain't gonna lie to you. And the truth may hurt, but it shall set you free. It shall set you free. You shall be intuitive. You shall be connected. You shall follow your guidance. And you shall go through the test. Now, whether you pass or fail is going to be up to you, collective. But straight up to your face, they're telling you the impact is the devil. Where's the devil? In your ego. It's in your ego. It's in these false beliefs that at some point you thought was keeping you safe, was really backstabbing you. You weren't able to see it, but it was really hurting you. You know, people get upset when you know, you tell them that the system was built to hurt them because they feel like you're attacking them, their integrity, their abilities to be creative or produce. And that is not the case. We're trying to wake you up so that you understand you are in an abusive relationship. And it's with the devil. Yeah, they're not mincing words here. A false sense of entrapment. Let's read that again. Because I don't think the people in the back heard me. A false sense of entrapment. You've been lied to. You think you're trapped. You think you don't have a way out. You think you're not going to be able to eat. It's false. Being overly focused on material things, Jesus, negative or fear-based thoughts. My right ear is ringing, divine masculine. It's time to act, but not in the way of going out there and taking. That is not unconditional love. That is not unconditional love. And it's not the sleeping giant that you are. You're a lover. You're intuitive. There are ways for you to even think about things differently that will help you get nourishment. The nourishment necessary. Let's read what the devil is here. not seeing things clearly. Being unable to or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. And this could be also talking about the institutions, right? They are the devil. I mean, that's not a lie, right? But they've taught us. Like, you got to remember, we have a reptilian brain. And it's our fight or flight. And they've taught us this lack mentality, even in the ways that we speak and our spelling. Listen to what that is. Spells. Spelling. I'm not getting into it today, guys, but there's a whole play on words. On everything that we do every day. That's why I don't say good morning. I say grand rising. Because who's mourning over here? When you say good morning to somebody, you're wishing death on them. And they did that on purpose. It's time to rip these false realities. I'm getting tired of them. I mean, I know it's hard to be ripped away from, your stability. But it's not real stability. It's fake. It's like your abusive husband telling you, beating you every day, and then telling you, yeah, I'm providing for you. It ain't give you shit, but beating your ass, but he's yet and still letting you know, yeah, I provided. And you sitting there believing that shit. The angels want you to know that the entrapment you're feeling isn't real. This card indicates that a lot of your feelings are stemming from anxieties that aren't based in reality. So give your fears to God and the angels and ask for their help in adopting a more positive perspective on the situation. This card also indicates that you're focused upon the material things in life. Heaven acknowledges that you, like everyone, have physical needs. However, your attention to the accumulation of the possessions is out of balance. Reassess why you want to acquire these items. Perhaps you're trying to fill an emotional void, which material objects could never do. What you're really craving is inner peace through a spiritual path. And that's shadow work. That's releasing all of these lies. And yes, it's going to hurt, but it's going to allow you to go on a new journey and to come into union, with God. Close the cycle. I can't make it up. And start new with a leap of faith. Listen, Wanda. Additional meanings. Refusal to face the truth or to take personal responsibility for the situation. Addictions, temptations, dependency, excessive debt. Listen, and this is another thing. This is talking about these institutions. They have created this debt that they cannot get out of. They cannot reach a decision on how to move forward. Why? Because they created a system that was faulty. And now this system is testing them back. Like, did you double check everything? Are you sure your numbers are correct here? Because we're having an audit. Oh my God, they're being audited spiritually. What? You see that fly? I want to kill that thing like right now. Jophiel is the archangel who helps us experience beautiful emotions and think beautiful thoughts. Call upon Jophiel whenever you need a boost in how you feel about yourself, your life, and the world. 1 second, guys.